Happy Tuesday. Happy. Oh, I gotta mute the call. Hold on. Here I come. Okay.
Entry notice on. Conference recording started.
Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to the call. This is Creating Angelic Experiences with your host, yours truly, Miss Xochi, and I am so excited. I've got this new setup going on, and I'm like, okay, I gotta make it work. And I'm going down to the umpteenth minute, and here we are. So, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. I am so grateful to be here. I'm so happy to be here. I'm very excited to have you on the call. I hope that the delay is not, for those of you watching the video, it is not super long, and I hope that for those of you on the call, everyone can hear me okay. You know, to let me know if you have a question, that we are going to go ahead and push star 5, or 5 star. 5 star. All right, let's go ahead and take a deep breath. It's Mercury retrograde for those of you that are not aware of that. And for those of you that are not even aware of what Mercury retrograde is, it is a time where Mercury is going like backwards. It's going in reverse. And what ends up happening is whatever that planet controls, which is communication, technology, think contracts, negotiations, all of that can go in reverse. It's a good thing, and then it's not a fun thing though sometimes. So what ends up happening is it's not a fun thing because in the beginning what ends up happening is everything that could go wrong might go wrong. For instance, my technology trying to hook up, we had about 10 minutes left and my internet was just not connecting, and I just had to keep calm, call on my angels and trust. I'm like, they know I'm doing this work, and they know that I love to connect with you, and they want to connect with you too. Of course, your angels are here, and so they made it work. However, it's a little bit frustrating, I may say. And so there's contracts, there's negotiations, there's internet, there's just anything that might go wrong could go wrong. When it comes to contracts, you want to make sure you read everything that's on the contract so that you're not missing anything. Again, communication. Mars is a ruler of communication, and you want to make sure that it is clear. All of your communication is clear. So let's go ahead, and I want to just make sure I'm muting other people on the video. We don't get any sidelines. All right, awesome. So, yay! Today is Law of Attraction, and of course, because I was dealing with this, there's other things going on. And Law of Attraction, I want to make sure I stay focused today. Law of Attraction, what is it? How do we tap into that? And how do we bring it into our lives? How are we attracting? Are we attracting? Because we're always attracting regardless of whether you're conscious of it or not. The universe is constantly hearing you, constantly hearing you. And so you want to make sure that you are always being impeccable in your speech, that you are watching your thoughts, and when you speak, being impeccable means making sure that you're staying positive, not saying I'm going to do really bad on this test, or I'm not good at test taking, I'm not good at winning things. You want to be careful with those little comments that you make about yourself, because what ends up happening is the universe is constantly hearing, and the minute you write it down, it's like a chalkboard, it's like the pages of your life are being written, and when you write that, it just stays there, and the universe is like, okay, well then she's not lucky, or okay, well she's not lucky, she doesn't win anything ever, or she she takes really bad tests. So, you know, we're going to continue that pattern. We're going to continue that for her because that's what she says and that's what she believes. But if we start to begin to say, I'm really good at this, I'm learning, I'm understanding, I'm comprehending, I get along great with those people that you don't really get along with. With those people that you don't really get along with. I was whispering. We fake it till you make it. It's part of the fake it till you make it. So law of attraction is really kind of like there's the law of gravity. We're constantly in this planet being pulled down. And if we go to a different planet, you know how there's like space and we're floating. Well, that is like the law of gravity. The law of gravity here on Earth, we're constantly being pulled down. That's why we don't float. And there are objects that are not just like, woo. Okay, well, there are ghosts, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about physical mass, matter, and I'm not going into chemistry, but that's pretty much what that is. All right. So the law of attraction is, I don't have the definition in front of me. However, I'm going to give you my experience with it and how you can have the law of attraction work for you rather than against you. Oh, I was like, why do I see pink in my eye? I had a little pink feather, for those of you on the video, right on my eyelash. All right, I know I'm not just seeing pink. Okay, great. So let's, if you're taking notes, awesome. The law of attraction has been around for as long as I know. Einstein has used it. So many people, ascended masters, so many people in the universe, so many authors, so many people talk about it. You've heard of The Secret, and you've heard of The Power of the Secret, the law of attraction, if you've heard of Deepak Chopra. There's so many people that talk about it. The law of intention. There's also Oprah Winfrey. She talks about the law of attraction. There's so many people, right, that talk about the law of attraction. I talk about this a lot in my new moon workshops, if you've seen it on the YouTube channel, or if you have been to one of my workshops in person, then you've been definitely a witness to what is capable of happening once you let the universe take over with the law of attraction. So the law of attraction is when you want to place your order. There's always, as I was mentioning earlier, you're writing your book, you are writing the pages of your life, and it's a time for, there's always time for us to put out to the universe what it is that we want, right? Lately, I've been asking for God to get me out of a situation that I'm not too happy with. And I love my life, but there are things that maybe you in your life can relate to. Like, I'm not happy in my current relationship, or I'm not happy my current living situation. I'm not happy with my current job situation. I'm not happy with my health. I'm not happy with my eating habits. I'm not happy with just the way, maybe it's not everything. Remember, there's so many different aspects in your life. There's so many different categories. There's health, wellness, fitness, nutrition, there is money, there's finances, there's investing, there is relationships, relationship with yourself, relationship with others, romantically, relationship with others at work, in the workplace, there's relationship with your employees, if you have any employees, or with your employers. There are so many different categories, right, in our life. Would you agree? Maybe? Yes or yes? Yes? I can't hear you. Is there a yes or yes? Okay, good. Just making sure you're listening. And with these relationships and that's going on in life, you want to make sure that, or relationships or friendships or whatever category in your life, you're just maybe not at a 10 or even a 5. What if you're like a 2? I really don't like I'm really unhappy with this category. Maybe other ones are like 5, 7, 10, but there's one that you're like, yeah, that one's like a 1. I'm really not happy and I'm uncomfortable and I'm just tolerating it. The last thing you want to do is tolerate. You don't want to tolerate. I go to some lectures and I'm learning by an amazing therapist. Her name is Dr. Patricia Allen. For those of you that know me, you've heard me speak about her. And she talks about accepting, rejecting, and tolerating. When you're accepting, awesome. When you're rejecting, you know you don't want it and you just let it go or you move on. And then there's tolerating. Tolerating is not good, because what ends up happening is you begin to resent the situation or the people that you're involved with or in that particular category. And when you begin to just tolerate it, on a physical level, your body will begin to act out. It will create dis-eases. It will create discomfort. It will create a physical manifestation. So, you know, maybe I break out. Maybe I have a rash. Perhaps it's, you know, a twitch in your eye, or it could be, you know, my wrist starts to hurt. My wrist starts to hurt. Whatever it is, but it becomes physical. Maybe I start to, you know, gain a little bit more weight, or maybe I lose weight. For my case, it's lose weight. I know for those of you think, oh, I wish I had that problem, but losing weight when you're my weight, I lose energy, and that's not good. So don't think that you want my problem. Be happy with the crosses that you have, because those are the ones that you can deal with. All right, so law of attraction, going back to that, we're making our different categories, and you're picking one that you know that you're not comfortable with. And the law of attraction is pretty much what you're putting out to the universe. So in my new moon courses, you'll hear me say a couple analogies. One analogy that I use strongly, and I use it over and over again, is when you are writing a letter to whomever, if you do that. Let's just say a letter, snail mail. Typically I use snail mail. I guess it would work for email as well. But if you write a letter, you write it out or you type it out, okay, let's just go with the snail mail because that's the one I'm used to. You go out and you put a stamp on it, right? You got to make sure it's got the stamp on. It's going to go however far you need it to go. You drop it in the mailbox, whether it's outside your home, whether it's a post office, or whether it's just one of those blue boxes somewhere on the corner, and you let it go, right? You just let it go, and you trust that the government pays their workers and has employees ready to go to that blue box or that post office, or going to pick up the mail at your home, and they're going to take it, and they're going to take it to the processing center, and then they're going to put it on a boat, put it on a plane. I don't know if they do boats anymore, but planes, trains, automobiles, or, you know, just they take it, right? And they deliver it eventually after a couple days or a few weeks, depends on if you're national or international, and it gets to that designated address, that particular designated address that you put on the envelope, right? Well, you let it go. When you put your order out into the universe, that means when you're speaking, when you're talking, I'm good at that, I'm not good at that, I suck at this, I rock at this, I'm a winner, I always attract really bad men or cheaters, or whatever it is that you're saying, that's like you delivering that letter. You're delivering, you're putting the letter in the box, whichever box it is, you're delivering it in there. And so what ends up happening is the universe is like, oh, okay, got it. That's what she's putting out. So we're going to deliver that. And that's how the law of attraction begins. The universe begins to respond to what it is you're attracting. Your words are like the magnets. Your words are like the, I am awesome. Okay, great. Then awesome things are going to happen to you. You're going to keep having awesome things happen to you. Of course, not 100% of the time. However, you're not going to be attracting the opposite of that. So I always say I get checks in the mail, and you get checks in the mail, unexpected checks in the mail. Just last week, I've talked about this before, and people think I'm just saying that, but it happened again last week. I got a check in the mail for something that was unexpected. It was not a refund, but it was a medical thing, and they owed me money. And I thought they needed more information, and I was just waiting. And I honestly didn't even think I was going to get that money yet, because I thought I still had to take another action step, which I hadn't taken yet. But lo and behold, last week, I get a check in the mail. And it was just awesome. So I constantly say, I get checks in the mail. I get checks in the mail. I get checks in the mail. Large sums of money checks in the mail. I always say great things are happening to me every day. Great things are happening to me every day. So listening and being conscious of what magnet words are you saying? What are your magnets? What are your magnets? Are you wearing just black? That's another thing. What kind of energy? How's your energy? What kind of colors are you wearing? I love to wear bright colors. You should see me. Earlier I had on a, actually not earlier, I had on a bright pink skirt, literally this color, and I have on with this blue top. Oh, for those of you on the call, you can't see me, but I'm explaining what colors it is. And then now I have some orange pants on, like super bright. I don't wear black because black, if I'm not going to a gala event, or if I'm not going to like a cocktail party, I don't typically wear black. Why? Because black is really not a color, and it's a little bit of a downer. It's a little depressing. When I wear gray, I feel very gloomy. Not for everyone. It's funny because gray I feel like that, but then if I wear like a steel color, then I feel a lot better. Just funny. You might wear black and it feels great, but try on different. Maybe if you wear yellow, you might brighten up. If you wear blue, blue is actually a very relaxing color, and it's a very trustworthy color. I just read that recently somewhere. I just read that blue is very trustworthy. So if you're going on an interview, that would be a great color to wear. If you're going to be doing something where you need someone to trust you, blue is good. Blue is good. I wear pink. I love pink. I wear pink lipstick. I wear pink eyeshadow. I have pink boas everywhere. I have another one over there. I have pink scarves. I have pink accessories everywhere. But I also have other colors. So that makes me happy. What color makes you happy? Maybe you can wear it. This is the law of attraction. It might seem it's not like some big, in-depth atomic bomb I'm giving you. It's very simple things. These are simple things that you can do. You can start doing today. You can start doing tomorrow. What are you wearing when you go to bed? What are you wearing when you are out and about? You know, if you put something on that makes you feel good, or a color that makes you feel good, that's exactly what's going to happen. You're going to feel good, and when you feel good, then you're going to start attracting that positive energy. You're going to start attracting it. And that's what happens also when we declutter our space. If we're in a space of, oh my gosh, there's things everywhere, and I'm going to say that I am guilty of having clutter here and there, and there is clutter. And when there's clutter, then it like discombobulates my brain, and I can't think straight, and it's just there's no clarity because it's not. I can't focus because I think this, and then I get sidetracked, and then I pick up something else, and then I get sidetracked, and then nothing gets done. So if we begin to just start to declutter, that's another form of bringing in the magnets of the law of attraction for what it is that we want. I also have a vision board that I love. For those of you that have come to my workshops for the vision boards, that is just an amazing time where we get to cut out and collage and put fancy things on, and you can put feathers and just whatever it is that you want, words that you cut out of magazines, and you put on a collage, and if you look at it, it keeps your brain consistently viewing what it is that you want, and your brain is like a magnet. Your brain is like, if you're thinking, if you're saying, if you're speaking positive things, or what it is that you want to manifest in your life, the things that you want in your life, what you want to attract in your life, that what ends up happening is the universe begins to respond. The universe just responds. There's a quote, and I don't have it in front of me, but that's okay. It says, when you take the first action, divinity, don't quote me on this exactly, but divinity steps in and not only takes one step, but takes two steps. So when you do the first one, divine intervention comes through with two steps for you. Two steps. People think that there's no help and that we're all alone, and some people do. Some people do. And I hope that that's not you. I hope that you are a believer and you have some faith, and I hope that I'm getting that hope out. I hope and I wish for you that dreams, those hopes, those visions of maybe those far-fetched, even if it's been years that you've had them, I want you to reach out. I want you to grab them. I want you to bring them towards you and focus on something this week. Focus on something. We're going to be having a new moon coming up, and even though we're still in Mercury retrograde, that doesn't mean that you can't manifest. That doesn't mean anything. It just means that anything that is coming up, specifically, of course, with the law of attraction, anything that's coming up, it's really a lesson. It's meant for you to look at, right? You want to look at it and say, okay, what's really going on? There might be just something like, it's kind of like the universe is saying, hey, there's something in this contract that needs to be renegotiated. There's something that just might not sit well. Look it over again. And this way you can have what you really, 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 really want. That's really what's going on with Mercury retrograde. So no need to fret, no need to freak out because it's Mercury retrograde. Just need to stay calm and know that whatever is being put in front of you, okay? Right now it's me if you're watching the video, or it could be a mirror that you're holding in front of yourself, that to really look a little bit further, dig in a little bit more, So that is on the law of attraction. Oh my gosh, we've got so many calls tonight, so many people that have questions, so I'm going to just dive right in. I would like, if you are watching the video, to go ahead and put comments, like it once it's on the YouTube, please, so this way I know what that it works for you or that it doesn't work for you. I hope it does work for you. And for those of you on the call, let's just jump right in. There's just a lot of questions, so I'm going to take, I don't know who was first, so let's go with Christine on the line. Hi, Christine. You're on the air.
Hi. How are you?
I'm well, honey. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's been a while.
Yes. How can I fully support you this evening? What's going on?
Well, I'm just basically, I've been, doing your daily readings, angel readings, and, I try and go on a call every Tuesday, and, it's been a while, and I just want to know, what the angels, have for me, or speak for me.
Okay, awesome. Definitely. Thank you for calling. Your angels are really happy that you're on the line and that you're watching and that you are connecting, because the connection is number one. So is there any particular topic you want me to look into, or you just want me to see what they are having to say?
I just want to see, if I'm going in the right direction, or the decisions that I'm making, and the choices that I'm making, and I just want to make sure that, anything that, coming my way, that, it's going to be positive.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, let's do then, let me pull a card, and let's see what they have to say. So take a deep breath in and out for me, Christine, and let's go ahead and see what the angels are saying. So take some deep breaths. I'm going to go ahead and call on Christine's angels. All negative energy that we're carrying from this life, from any past lives, in all directions of time and space, from everyone watching, everyone listening, including me. We're going to ask that all that negative energy be taken up into the white light of the Holy Spirit first. Let's go ahead and clear all that negative energy out. Since the universe abhors a vacuum, it's like a vacuum, we're going to go ahead and ask that that empty space be replaced and filled with peace, with love, with joy, wisdom, clarity, beauty, happiness, health, abundance, and all that is in our hearts, anything that our hearts desire. And as we do that, we're also going to ask Archangel Michael and Archangel Jophiel and Archangel Raphael to go ahead and come forward and begin working on us. And Christine, we're going to ask your angels to come in right now and be very loud, be very clear. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to pull out 2 cards for you. The first card that's coming through is diet is important here. So it's very, very important that you watch what you're putting into your body. And that means even sun, like even going outside and getting some sun, making sure that you're doing that, taking some walks, getting some of that green grass energy, some of that fresh air, and also some of that fresh sunlight. That's important. And they're also saying to watch what you're eating, making sure you're drinking a lot of water. Not that you have to be a vegan or eat organically or be a vegetarian, but making sure that you're conscious. When you eat, are you actually enjoying your food? Are you sitting down, or are you constantly rushing to get through the meal just because you know you have to eat? Does that make sense to you?
It does make sense because I am trying to eat right, and I'm not becoming vegan or anything, but I did give up dairy.
Fabulous.
And I'm going on 6 weeks now. So.
How many? 6 weeks?
And I'm just for a couple of weeks so far.
Awesome.
And I took different, and it's okay. I mean, I'm trying to give it completely up, but every once in a while, a piece of cheese will come in my life or something.
Right.
I know. To give it up.
I know. Cheese is good. Cheese is good. So, okay, so the angels want me to give you a little round of applause. And I'm hoping this works, but it's not. Come on, applause. I don't know if you could hear that, but there was some applause. Okay, good. I'm glad. So the angels are really happy that you are definitely doing that. That means you're listening, Christine. That is so amazing. So many people think that they can't connect and they're not intuitive and they're like, I can't hear my angels, but that is a message. So kudos to you. That is that's a very first message they have for you. The second card they have for you this evening is new beginnings. New beginnings. So they're saying that what the dairy is really helping you get a lot more aligned with your higher self and with your angels so that you can hear a lot better, or see, hear, feel, or know. That's the way our intuition works. And they're saying that with the new beginnings, they're saying, I'm getting relationships. Are you in a relationship right now, Christine?
I am married.
Okay. That doesn't mean it has to be like a romantic relationship, but I am getting like a relationship. So this could be at work. This could be your relationship is going to a new beginning, like a new level. So just keep that in mind. They're saying that with the dairy, that's also helping clear out a lot of stuff, like old stuff. Because what it was doing was it was clogging a lot of things energetically. So now that that is moving out, then you're able to see things a lot clearer. And now that you're going to be able to see things a lot clearer, then you're going to be able to communicate more effectively in your relationships. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Awesome. Yay. So thank you so much, Christine, for calling. Thank you for your question. The angels are going to give you another little round of applause there. And I'm going to go ahead and put you back on mute. Thank you, Christine.
Okay, thank you.
All right, let's go ahead and go to Florence, who's on the line. Hi, Florence.
Hi, Xochi, how are you?
I'm great, honey. It's so good to hear you. How are you, and how can I fully support you this evening?
Haven't been on for a while, but I'm here.
Yes, you are. I'm so excited. What can happen?
I want to see what the angels have to say. A lot of things are going on. I guess it's all positive. I just want to see what they have to say.
Okay, perfect, perfect. So let's go ahead and pull a card. They're telling me which deck to pull. So for those of you watching, I have, and for those of you listening, of course, I'm going to tell you that I have my typical, the ones I do readings from. So this is a mesh that I put together, all of Doreen Virtue's, and I also have the Angel Tarot deck, all from Doreen Virtue. So go ahead and take a deep breath for me, in and out, Florence, and let's tune into your angels and see what message they have for you this evening. Breathing in, breathing out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We've got one that just flew out. So for those of you watching, I'm going to step away from the camera for a second. Hold on. Okay. All right, I'm back. It just flew right out, Florence. The first card, it's a life purpose card, and I know that you and I have been working together one-on-one. And this is going to be, it's going to sound a little new to you, and I think that this has come up before for you on a call. But it's the card that it says teaching. It says teaching. And what I'm getting for you is that it's not so much that you're going to be a teacher, but it's your life purpose involves around teaching others what your experiences are so far and what you've learned, and you have a lot of knowledge. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they are showing me that. And I know that I do remember on a different call, the angels have told me that in your new beginning, because I know that there's been a lot going on with your work, that they're saying that I'm getting the same thing as the last time, which came up a few months ago, that said that you're going to be helping others. You're going to be teaching others. So keep that in mind. The second card that's coming through, okay, is Two of Air. This card is from the Tarot deck. And what they're saying is that there's an unwillingness to make a decision. They're saying that they know that decisions have been a little difficult for you. You're kind of like on a roller coaster, like you go up. At first you're like, I'm not sure. Then you go up, and then you come down, and then it's like, I get worried, and then I trust, and then I'm back, but I'm still not sure. And there's a lot of fear because of the unknown. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're saying that, and I know because we've been working one-on-one, they say that it's not just you involved. I know that this definitely has to deal with work, but be patient is the first word that they're saying, and be very clear when it comes to making your decision. Be very clear expressing what it is that you are looking for, what it is that you want, because that is going to make a big, big difference. Again, remember that we're in Mercury retrograde right now, and we need to be looking at contracts. So if you get an offer between now and July 1st, looking everything over and over and over, and then doing another over and over again. Does that make sense to you, Florence?
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, great. I think you're doing great. I know we're in a little bit of an area where it's still things are up in the air, but you're doing a great job. The angels are so happy for you, and they're going to give you another little round of applause too. Yay! Were you able to hear that?
Yeah.
Awesome. Great. Great, great, great. And then I definitely look forward to hearing more all about what happens. So keep us posted, Florence, please, as either on the
Yeah,
face.
what's going on right now is I'm waiting
Yeah,
for the interview.
yeah, yeah. And
So,
that's what the air card is. The air, anytime that it's air, it's things are up in the air. So there's no really definition, no definitive yes, no, maybe, and just trust that. Trust that. Trust that.
I am. That's why I felt today. I was like, no, slow, let it go. Just let it go, let it happen. Let it
Yeah.
go.
You're doing an amazing job, Florence, from the beginning of when you've been on the calls for well over a year now to now. You have grown exponentially spiritually, and I know that this has not been the easiest, but you have definitely invited and welcomed the angels into your life on a daily, hourly basis, and they're very, very much guiding you and protecting you and keeping you on track. So just trust that, okay?
Yay!
Yay! Awesome. So I'm going to put you back on mute, Florence, and again, keep us posted next week. Hopefully you're on, and we'll find out what happens.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
My pleasure, honey, my pleasure. Let's go ahead and go to our next caller on the line. We have Lily. Let me put you off of mute. All right, Lily, hi. Welcome to the call. How can I fully support you this evening?
Hi. I actually think it's probably like a perfect night for me to call in because I feel like I'm on the edge of after realizing everything, career, relationship. I'm trying to have a baby, and I just don't know how to push myself over that edge.
Yeah, okay. I totally understand that. So I want you to take a deep breath, first of all. Really let it sink into your diaphragm. Take another deep breath. I'm going to go ahead and ask Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to go ahead and just clear you out from all that negative energy, from the stress. There seems like there's a lot of anxiety and a lot of scattered energy. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And you said in the beginning, one of the first sentence, you said, I feel like, but then you gave me a thought. So I want you to tune into your body right now, Lily, and I want you to tell me, what do you feel? And not censoring it. Just tell me what you feel. Just give me the emotional words.
Overwhelmed sometimes, and also like I'm not meeting my potential, and I should, so maybe disappointed.
Okay.
And also like if I don't act right now, I'll lose the opportunity.
Okay.
So that's the stress, I think.
Okay. So let's take another. I want to acknowledge you for saying that because I know it's taking you some courage to come out with that. I want you to take another deep breath in and out. And I want you to tune into your body again. And I want you to go just a little deeper, just a little deeper. And instead of saying any sentences or judging what you're not doing or what you are doing or what's going or what's coming or what's passing or what's maybe not sure, I want you to just give me emotions. Tell me what's going. Do you feel more emotion? Give me more emotion. Is it? I don't want to feed your brain with the words, but tell me how your body feels. Is it tight? Is it stretching? Is it fearful? Tell me what you're feeling.
Honestly, I do feel super tense, I think would be it. Like everything's constricted, but I also feel like absolutely kind of alone. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not letting anything else in, so maybe constricted and closed.
Yeah, okay, perfect. I love that. So take a deep breath in and just acknowledge yourself for really tuning into your body, okay? Because your body it's a great tool. It's a great connection to universe, to our angels, to our higher self. And the minute that we tune in, then we can begin to clear out. But if we're not even acknowledging what's going on in our bodies, then we can't even, get to the bottom of that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So I totally acknowledge you. Thank you for being so courageous in doing that, because that's not easy. It's definitely not easy nowadays. We're us women, and men of course, but women, we're, especially because you said you want to have a baby, you really got to tune into your body, because that's all body, right? That's all body. We're going to be bringing in life and allowing it to come through in our bodies and our physical, and that's huge. So tuning into your body is really number one. So thank you again for just doing that, because it's going to help you clear out. I have a little exercise, but I want to pull a card first and see what the angels really want to say for you. Yeah, this is all body. The card that's coming up is self-acceptance. Self-acceptance, and this is really having a lot to do with, are you taking care of yourself? Right? You're laughing. I can hear that. Yeah, so just self-acceptance. And it's not a time for you to really judge, to say, I could have, I should have, I would have, I don't know. I'm beating yourself up, and I didn't do that today, or I didn't, I'm, whatever. I'm feeling, because I get like that too. I'm like, oh, I don't have kids yet, oh my God. And then it just puts stress on my body. I totally get that.
And you know what? So funny. I have a very demanding job and a high maintenance partner, and I feel like that's like the last. I'm the last thing on the list.
Ooh, so take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. That's big. That's really big. Like, it's this big. It's just huge. Not big.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? That was huge.
Yeah.
And you, honey, need to be first. I'm going to go ahead and do an exercise with you, and I do this mostly with my one-on-one clients, and I really would love to work with you more in depth and more one-on-one. If you're open to that and you're willing to go deeper, please send me either a message on Facebook or email me, and I'd love to help you out with that, because there's a lot of things that I just don't have time for tonight on the call. But I'm going to do an exercise with you if you're open to that.
Okay.
Awesome. So I want you to really, are you able to close your eyes where you are?
Yeah.
Awesome. So go ahead and tune back into your body, and I want you to close your eyes. And are you right-handed or left-handed?
I'm right-handed.
Okay, put your right hand over your heart. And I want you to repeat after me. I want you to say, I, and then say your name.
I, Lily,
Am worthy
am worthy
of putting myself first now.
of putting myself first
Now.
now.
It is safe.
I'm sorry, what?
It is safe
It is safe
for me to love myself first.
for me to love myself first.
Take a deep breath. And just tuning into your body. I want you to just share with me what's going on. How do you feel?
It's really hard to even say that.
Yeah, I understand that. I really understand that. When it's to that level, that even the words to come out of your mouth are hard to say, then there's a lot of clearing. There's a lot of stuff. Yeah, because you've been doing it for so long, honey. You've been at, and that's okay. That's okay, but this is a great opportunity for you to look and say, something's got to change, because everything that you've been doing, you're not going to get different results. You're going to keep getting the same results, right?
Right.
That's a definition of insanity. It's like doing the same thing, expecting different results. So in order for us to have change, we've got to start with ourselves and be the change. So I'm going to leave you with that. It is self-acceptance. If you have a journal, the angels are saying go ahead and write a little bit about more on how to tune into your body, what's going on, how you really, really feel. How you really feel. Do you want to have a baby right now, or are you feeling pressured? Are you really wanting that job, or is it just you're so used to it it's demanding? And nobody's going to judge it. No, nobody's saying you've got to leave anything or change anything right now. And definitely reach out. I would love to work more in depth with you on a one-on-one, Lily, and see where I can help you out and get to that next level.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sending you.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure, honey. I'm sending you a big hug. Here, the angels giving you a big applause for reaching out and being on the line. And for those of you that are also feeling like this and feeling just, you don't even remember the last time you were able to tune into your body, or you can't even tune into your body, that's a very big sign that it's time. This is the time. There's no better time than to start right now and say, all right, I'm ready. I'm ready for the change. I'm ready to be happy. I'm ready to enjoy my life and start now. So I definitely invite you. There is and I don't know if it's working yet, but I do have you can apply for a free consultation to go in depth working with me further. And that website is tinyurl.com. Again, that's tinyurl.com/Miss MS Xochi, Xochi, apply, APPLY, Miss Xochi, apply. And you'll be able to fill out a questionnaire, and it gives you a little bit more in-depth questions, and I'd love to, again, work with you further one-on-one. We have a few clients on the line. Some of my one-on-one clients are on the line. You spoke with Florence earlier, and it's just amazing to take that first investment step. Take that first step to yourself. So thank you again, Lily, for being on the line and sharing. So let's go ahead. Looks like we have someone that, I think it's a Tina. I'm not sure. Hi, you're on the air. Who am I speaking with?
Zena.
Zena! Hi, love.
Hi, how are you?
I am well. How can I fully support you? I'm so glad that you got on.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you got the email, right?
Yeah, I did it.
Fabulous, fabulous. How can I fully support you, honey?
Well, whatever the angels want to take.
I love it. I love it. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath. I totally lost track of time. We're good, but I totally lost track of time. So let's take a deep breath. Zena's angels, please come forward. Please give us clear messages for her. And we've got two cards. They're both life purpose cards. The first card that's coming through is the builder card. You are in foundation building. You are putting the building blocks together to something big. They're saying this is kind of like a new venture for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're putting the building blocks together. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's definitely around your life purpose. It's definitely around your passion. They keep saying to me, look at how more people can help you. Look at how others can help you, because there are people that can help you. It's not just it's not you. You don't have to do the work all by yourself. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.